on this table, the buttless shot, is approximately $5,000 worth of computer parts. This is the Lian Li O11 Dynamic case. We've got the Meg Z490 Unify motherboard. We've got a 10900 Intel CPU. This is Intel's best gaming CPU. It's all liquid cooled. We're doing 3 radiators, which is stupid and ridiculous, but we're doing it with 9 fans. They're all going to be lit up. We managed to get our hands on a 3090 video card. You and I are going to use this computer to stream.
Oh, sick.
Today we're going to build it.
Nerditron.
Not the craziest motherboard, but it will allow us to do some overclocking. First thing we're going to put on the CPU. You can pop the box open. When we open that, make sure not to touch any of the gold on the bottom. So those are going to make the contact. We're going to start by peeling this guy off here. It's going to lift up our pressure piece. You can open that guy up.
Oh, sorry.
Lost you. And so, like I said, try not to touch the bottom. But what you're going to look to line up there is you've got the little notch. And you will have that notch right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're fucking. Okay, do not touch the golden pieces, right?
Ultimate game of operation, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Stick it in there. Do it now.
Hold on.
You're not quite in yet. You're good.
You got it? You got it? Like King Arthur. Or because it's vanilla.
Right now you're gonna latch it. So you close it down. Click. Go ahead and latch it. It takes some force.
What? I didn't do anything.
I've got RAM here, so we'll start with that. But then I'm gonna need the cooler for the CPU.
Like that, right?
Yep. Perfect.
Making me nervous here a little bit.
So this is 3600 speed RAM, which is not the craziest, but it is on the higher end. It's 16 latency. These two are going to pop into our second and fourth DIMM slots.
Yeah, I'll do one, you do one? Sure. Smooth like
Right
this.
in there. Yep. Yeah. Do it. Yeah. You got to
do it. You gotta do it.
Oh. Oh. Like, oh! Look, you installed RAM.
I win.
What do I win today? Man, what do I win? You want to know expenses paid trip to your bedroom. Here I go. Criticizing Ryan. You put it in back there and stick the RAM in back there. Okay.
Click on one.
Man, so like several things in back now. 32 gigabytes is way too much. A little bit excessive, but we can do some video editing. I mean, this whole thing is excessive. So pretty much everything for the cooling system on this is going to be the Corsair X series, their Hydro X series. We're actually going to flip the motherboard over.
Smell how new it is.
So you're going to remove the adhesive stickers, pop that baby in place.
Alright, here we go. Pop that B in. Like so. And we got contact.
Go ahead and make sure each one actually presses it in.
We have some contact. Oh, there. And
Computers aren't as gentle as people think. Sometimes you just have to smash them. Putting on the cooling block. There's already thermal paste on the block, so we don't have to add anything to the CPU, which we normally do. The big key thing to do here is to not put the block in upside down, because then it won't look as cool.
you tell me I'm gonna screw it, and
You're gonna screw it in the hole.
Do a star pattern.
Should we just Just
Oh yeah,
just
it's
twist
all
it
the
like
one.
that.
It's all the one. Let's get in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for buying me dinner, bud.
Oh yeah.
This little twist there. Look, it's your rabbit. She's so shiny.
So
Got the message.
everyone is building in this case right now. It's reasonably priced for how cool it looks, and it allows for some really nice cable management. I wish I had picked something more creative, but sometimes what works is the best way to do it. Also, we have 9 fans that are all going to light up, so I want everyone to be able to see it.
That's it.
These are the motherboard standoffs. Should be 9 of them.
9!
We'll have 9 holes in here as well. It's important to make sure the standoffs are in place because the back of the board here, any of this stuff can ground.
Oh yeah.
And will fry.
And yeah, no.
That would be the end.
No.
No more streaming.
No.
So this is our input-output shield. You can go ahead and do the fun of peeling that baby off.
Do I want it? Yeah.
Samsung 980 Pro,
Samsung.
1 terabyte.
I'm right on screen.
Also not sponsored.
Sponsored?
Nope.
Sponsored?
No, not sponsored
No,
there.
not
Don't you know?
sponsored.
Oh, don't you know?
I tell you what, hey, we're not sponsored by them either.
Oh no.
This is a terabyte. You're gonna slide it in there.
Hard drives are getting smaller.
Like so.
Get more powerful.
Then we'll set it down there. You can remove that. You can remove the sticker.
Just like taking things off. Especially my hands are good for some things.
I've seen all these computer builds, and I never see anybody with a beard.
Oh, fuck that.
And look,
Cheers.
I understand the stupidity of it. Trust me, I really do.
Cheers.
Cheers
But
over
also-
the motherboard.
Come on, people.
You need this? Serious business.
This is, in fact, amateur hour.
Blowing that download.
Amateur several hours.
Yep.
I'm gonna use this computer. I'm gonna play StarCraft on it.
StarCraft 1 though.
No, StarCraft 2.
You just have no idea how good looking Minecraft RTX is going to be on this.
Oh yeah.
And that's all it's going to be used for. This shield is going to go in here.
That's so good.
While I hold it, you're going to insert these 9 screws.
Got it. You can delete all that except for the fun stuff. Those are the right screws.
Never said I knew what I was doing, I just said I've done it before. Get to it.
Alright. Radiators.
So we chose to use 3 radiators on this build because that's how many you can use. And it's more than enough. That's not my beer.
Go gadget arm.
In these COVID times.
Those.
Clear stroke.
That's the big one right there.
That's the big one. That's the one that's going on top. It's going to get rid of our hot air. See, it fits.
Look at that.
Hey, it's installed.
These are all 360 radiators. Rads, as the cool kids call them.
Rads.
And they will each have 320 millimeter fans on them, which is where you get the 360. 2 of them are 30 millimeters thick. Yep. And one of them, I believe, is 50.
I'm sorry, can you run that to
54?
aerial units?
I did rinse these last night with distilled water and white vinegar. Why the vinegar was lying out in the kitchen.
So that's why the bottle was okay, now everything comes together.
Because sometimes when they tack weld all of the fins on it, you'll get some corrosive pieces inside, and it doesn't end well when you push those through your blocks. Which I know because I've done so many water builds in my life. Copper. None of that aluminum stuff.
Aluminium.
So these 3 fan boxes have 3 fans in them, and then also a RGB control unit. Because
what does RGB stand for?
Real good beer.
Yeah.
Real good beer.
Almost got real incorrect.
Real good beer. Yeah,
I
that's
was
good.
with you right there.
Real good beer.
Royal Blue. I'm still waiting.
Okay. So we're gonna put the biggest one on the top. We're gonna put one small one on the bottom and one small on the side. The 2 small ones are gonna be air intake, which our 3090 is gonna love because we're just feeding it constant hot air. But since there's 3 radiators, it won't matter because it's more cooling than the CPU will ever need. And then the big one here will be exhausting all the hot air out, which will make it inefficient because it will be pushing all of the hot air that the video card generates through itself. But eventually we'll water cool the video card as well, but they don't make water coolers for them yet.
That's right.
Tetris champion!
Line dropped. Let's hear it.
Burr, 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 burr. So Ryan, how do you feel about this?
You know, at first I was a little shocked. You know, when he called me in here and he was like, "Hey, Ryan, you should make your Monday available so you can. I'm not gonna tell you what we're gonna do." And then I showed up, and then yeah.
No, what are you gonna do with the computer?
I'm gonna show Ryan like the Reddit in video form right now, and you can see all the people crying about not getting the video card that he has in his name.
Oh my goodness. I was along for that journey. It was a long, hard journey.
You were always long and hard.
It was a long,
It
hard.
took me 2 weeks to get that thing.
It took us longer than 2 weeks, didn't it?
Yeah,
It was 2 weeks from when it went on sale. I think is when I finally when I pressed the order button.
Yep.
Pressed the cart button.
I can't tell you how many mailing lists I signed up for.
No.
And I would go on and click on the thing, and it would say sold out
Before you even
before I even clicked on it.
clicked on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I could sell that on eBay right now.
For
Not that I would, because that's a real S thing to do. My point is, if you're a scalper, you suck. Yep. I did not buy this from a scalper. I got super, super lucky. Best Buy sold it to me.
I mean, you probably know like the text of like, what was it? Well, you haven't canceled my order yet.
Yeah.
That's
I also
great.
got to spend a week or a whole weekend before they shipped it, being like, I bet it's not really there.
It's a Craigslist scam.
Yeah, I don't know how, but Best Buy's running a Craigslist scam now. The more I put these in, the more I'm realizing a nightmare of running the coolant lines is going to be, because I have to get to all 3 of them, and I'm literally going to put one over the lines.
How you gonna do that?
The 90s I have.
Good luck, man. We're doing that.
That's what I have you for, man.
It was
Laying pipe.
Laying
I
pipe.
can lay some pipe. Laying pipe.
I just need Kyle to be there to make sure that I'm not like, well, good enough.
No, you gotta do the torque, untorque, torque method. You know that one?
Oh, I said work on work.
No, we don't twerk, we torque. We apply torque to nuts. Yeah, torque a nut.
Oh no.
Too real. Yeah, it's
Shut
Too
up,
close to home.
Yeah, there's like just enough room to run the hoses in there.
Are you sure there's enough room in
I
there?
am.
Okay.
That's why I bought the big 14mm pipes, not the small one, to make it easier on us.
Makes sense.
The best part is I'm gonna run all this, and then in 2 weeks I'm gonna get an email that's like, you can buy the water cooling block for the GPU now, and then I'll have to do it again to include the water GPU in my circuit.
What's a GPU?
graphic processing unit.
Oh, graphic.
Video
Graphics
card.
Video card.
That
Graphics
drive
card.
thing over here.
GPU.
It's that thing I was just telling you about. Everybody's having a super hard time finding.
Wait, that thing's a beast. Just also weight is
4 pounds, 13 ounces.
Jeez. It's like a little baby.
Like half a human head. 1/3
Or
of
cat's
Kyle's
It is
head.
a little baby.
It's a little baby.
1/3 of Kyle's head. A premature baby.
Yeah, that's all.
I did have a large head.
Okay, this one's going to push
Football
configuration.
head.
I should bust out my old gaming computer and show you guys how bad at cable management I am.
You're just like, it.
You know, it's cool to see.
Someone that actually cares.
Well, it's cool to care, but I can't tell you how many times I've like smashed the side of my case closed.
It's like,
Chunk.
stop,
Okay,
stop.
good enough.
Yeah.
As long as you don't hear a
In my last case, actually the whole side thing, I had to upsize my case to put my air cooler. The giant onto a thing. It's like, whoa!
Yeah, I've got like the
LGA
dual
775. These things are those nerds that realize.
LJ 1366.
Yeah, that's a long number. That's a lot of numbers to go. The 775 was.
I've got the Core i7 980X. Okay.
Look at that. The reveal.
Alrighty then.
Now all we have to do is run hoses everywhere. This is our 1000-watt intelligent digital power supply. The only thing that really annoys me about this power supply in combination with this case is you have to face the fan out, which is good. You want the power supply to breathe. But when you do that, the Corsair HX1009 is upside down. Centerpiece. That I'm going to probably have to take out again, but I'm going to put it in here so that we can route all of the red lines. Brr, 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 brr. finished it. I spent the last week playing with it to make sure that it still works and that we didn't mess anything up. Looks like we got everything right. So as your first build, the last thing that we get to do is peel off the plastic. So I'm going to peel from the front here, and you're going to peel from the side.
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
Eee! Oh! Eee! Oh, so satisfying. Look at that.
So shiny.
So shiny. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Later down the road, I'm going to do some custom sleeving for the cable, so we'll color configure that.
Ooh.
I like the purple theme so far, but that's just
Royal purple.
more out of entertainment than anything. Look for us on Reduced Capacity Entertainment. We'll be on Twitch and YouTube Live, playing all sorts of games. Cyberpunk, probably going to play some Fall Guys, because we really want to test this 24 gigabyte 3090 in here. And probably get some Minecraft RTX going. Ryan wants to play some old school games. All sorts of fun things. That sounds so.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Look forward to it.
You heard the man. We'll see you. See you all later. Ciao.